EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Where's the tap? Get ready, get ready. Where's the
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Where's the set? 19. Come down, come down. Swing. SOS.
They keep it with Miller on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Watch the edge. Check. Lucky. On
2nd down, here's Miller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first. First drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get that run right! Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try the right side with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That good for 22 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Hey, 24.
Watson off play action. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Come on out here. Come get.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On first down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Running right, Jones, and he gets it down to the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Packer first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe that. Get 300. Get 300. Look at this.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
26.
To throw again, Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Check out inside. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Mike 42, Mike 45. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the
The final shot before the break. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
13 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
19! Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. To the car! Check, 93's the mic, 93's.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check 24. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 4.
Again, it's Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run, 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rap. Check it out, Reed. Hey, 88. Crunch. Watch twist.
Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Jones has it, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
This is it! Great team! Hey, alert! Watch the slant! Watch this one.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Faking the give, now Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Get in the weight room. At 31. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 50. Ricky.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
Here's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 17. Packers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
158. Get 300. Get 300. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. To throw is Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
1st down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Double dog. That's the way. 26. Watch the twist.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
The keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.